Hi, my name is Samuel Larson, and I'm going to share with you a very unusual story about a life-saving weight loss secret that I learned about during the most terrifying moment of my life. There, right in front of me, was the leather briefcase that ended up saving not just my life, but also the life of Jennifer Link, a 42-year-old overweight woman that almost died suddenly of a heart attack as she was driving with her children. She barely escaped death with only a few seconds to spare to amazingly go on to lose an extraordinary amount of fat and reach her ideal body weight, going from this to this, without taking any pills, having any surgery, going on any crazy fad diets, or engaging in any outlandish body-busting, sweat-drenching workouts in an expensive gym. Jennifer Link went from being constantly tired, always hungry, severely obese, and chronically depressed, to being in the absolute best shape of her life after discovering an amazing weight loss secret that very few people know about. What's interesting is that Jennifer had no idea about her unknown health symptoms, just like the millions of other overweight people throughout the world, including many of you listening to this story right now. Sadly, a huge percentage of the people in the world are just walking around like ticking time bombs, waiting for a heart attack to happen at any given moment. Today, I want to fix that. In this short presentation, I'm going to reveal to you the secret to a fat-burning system that is the key to living a healthy and long-lasting life, even if it feels like it could be too late. Jennifer thought it was too late, but she's healthier now than she's ever been before. Jennifer's weight loss, energy levels, love life, and happiness all skyrocketed after implementing the exact, easy-to-follow system I'm about to share with you in this presentation. The secret I'm about to share with you comes from scientists at Oxford University in the United Kingdom and Nobel Prize winners. They discovered the true reason why so many people all over the world simply cannot lose weight, no matter how hard and how often they try, even if they exercise every day and eat healthy food. You see, even the traditional health foods out there cause serious thyroid and inflammation problems. Not only that, they add unwanted fat to your stomach area even if you're working out in the gym every day. Even heavy cardio, which most people tell you is supposed to help you lose weight, actually accelerates the aging process and causes serious heart scarring. All the fat-free, sugar-free, gluten-free, and low-carb diets out there do nothing but make you overweight because of the fat-forming amino acids that are present in these supposedly healthy foods you are eating. And listen, this may frighten you, but even the foods you think are the healthiest, the ones you've been conditioned since childhood to eat in order to gain a quote-unquote healthy body, are the ones literally pumping trans fat right into your bloodstream, destroying your body's natural balance and preventing your body's ability to produce thyroid hormones, especially if you're a woman. In other words, it is forcing your body to create dangerous fat storage levels in both your stomach and thigh areas. This groundbreaking discovery came from scientists at Oxford University, and it applies to people of all ages, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and up. The good news is the fat-burning secret I'm about to share with you will work even if you think you have bad genetics, are too old, or don't exercise enough. No more starving yourself while counting calories. No more wasting money on the next trendy diet. No more crazy expensive exercise programs like those you see in infomercials on late-night TV. It's time to stop the weight loss roller coaster ride. You're going to see why even world-famous diet programs like Weight Watchers are not the solution. You'll discover the truth in how celebrity Jessica Simpson really lost her weight and kept it off. I can tell you right now, it's not from Weight Watchers or any calorie-counting program. In fact, all of those celebrity endorsers are able to lose weight in such a short period of time due to the secret I'm about to share with you. With my fat loss system, you are going to be shocked when you discover how simple and easy it is to transform your life. My fat burning system I'm about to share with you is going to give you back the keys to a healthy new you. I love seeing the confidence and youthful glow that appears on people's faces who go through this system. Hearing how friends and family weren't even able to recognize my clients because of their dramatic and positive changes is what keeps me getting out of bed in the morning. Now, before I tell you exactly what this system is and how you can change your life, I must warn you that this fat-burning system is unlike any other program you've seen before. So be sure to listen closely. Actually, I beg you, for your own well-being, to watch this entire presentation so you can discover the real reason why you haven't been able to lose any of your extra weight throughout all these years. Just so you know, The most important thing for you to understand is that none of this is your fault. I need to let you in on what the real problem is today. You see, the majority of the seemingly healthy foods you are eating today are causing you to accumulate stubborn belly fat, and in addition are creating a wide range of other problems such as chronic inflammation, joint pain, premature aging, and several diseases. In essence, the food that you are putting into your body is what is causing your body's desire to store unwanted fat. Today, we are going to fix that. Throughout this presentation, you'll discover how to finally balance your overall gut health and give your body a total transformation makeover. I call this program the Lean Gut Diet. By fixing your gut health, you will finally get in the best shape of your life and live the happy, healthy, energetic life you've always dreamed of. Did you know that 95% of your serotonin hormone, the one responsible for your happiness, is created inside your gut? Therefore, it's true that a healthy gut equals a happy person. There is more gut bacteria in your digestive system than there are cells in your entire body. And this bacteria in your gut weighs approximately 4 pounds. In fact, roughly 70% of your immune cells are housed in the digestive system, which also means that a strong digestive system equals a strong immune system. So far, many people have successfully gone through our incredible Lean Gut Diet program with amazing results. Just look at Mary, a 35-year-old from Utah who dropped several dress sizes and successfully achieved her ideal lean body on the Lean Gut Diet. I used to starve myself thinking it was the easy way to lose weight. I had no energy and I felt depressed all the time. I ended up craving late-night foods and snacks, which caused chronic anxiety. Finally, I found the Lean Gut Diet and my life changed dramatically. I had no idea that I needed to heal my gut health or even what that was. I started following the program, eating and drinking what the system told me to, and I lost all of my unwanted fat. I couldn't be happier. Thank you for saving my life. Here's Michelle, a 40-year-old from California who lost inches off her waist and got the amazing body she's always dreamed of on the Lean Gut Diet. I cannot tell you how desperate I was to take off all that weight. I tried so many diets like Weight Watchers and all those exercise programs. I even paid money for a personal trainer when I really couldn't afford it. I was that desperate. Nothing seemed to work. I thought I was eating healthy, but the needle on the scale just kept going up. A friend of mine told me about the Lean Gut Diet, and that's when I learned about the importance of gut balance and inflammation. I had no idea I was suffering from chronic inflammation with all these hidden sugars I was consuming. It didn't matter how much I exercised, I would still keep putting on the weight. When I figured out what to eat and how to exercise with the Lean Gut Diet, I was able to lose so much body fat and finally get the body I have always desired. Check out Richard, a 52-year-old from New York who was severely overweight and successfully used the Lean Gut Diet to lose the extra body fat for good. I had no idea I was carrying so much bad bacteria in my gut, or that it was keeping me fat all these years. I just assumed it was my genetics. Once I found the Lean Gut Diet, I felt more energy and happiness. My daily headaches went away, as well as the constant pain in my joints. My doctors were floored when I showed them the results I was getting by just a simple diet change following the Lean Gut Diet. I have lost 100 pounds, and I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I guess 50 is the new 20 when you understand that your second brain is your gut. I'm thrilled and loving life again, something that I didn't even think was possible. Thank you, Lean Gut Diet. And here's John, a 32-year-old from Texas who lost his stubborn body fat and his inflammation by following the Lean Gut Diet. I hadn't been able to lose any weight for the past 7 years, and I was just tormenting myself with fad diets and silly exercise programs. I even bought that stupid thing you shake up and down from one of those late-night TV infomercials. That's how desperate I was. When I discovered the Lean Gut Diet, I have to admit, I thought it was just going to be the same old story, with me a little sadder and a little fatter. Boy, was I wrong. I lost all of my bloating and food cravings. My skin cleared up, and I've never felt so much positive energy and happiness. This program really works. Having a healthy gut does indeed equal a happy John. Amazing. Now, I'm going to take you back to that fateful day in the charming English countryside where it all began. I was driving my rental car back to our hotel with my 2 children in the back seat when suddenly a major thunderstorm came rolling in. One moment it was light outside, and in the next moment it seemed like midnight and dark as can be. The wind was so strong and terrifying, I wondered if I was experiencing my first tornado. It felt as if my car would just topple over like a cheap toy. The rain was coming down so hard it sounded like bricks hitting my vehicle, and I could barely see where I was going. With visibility almost zero, I felt like something truly terrible was about to happen. Do you know that eerie feeling deep down inside your bones, like you just know something bad is about to happen? I was driving back from Oxford University, where I had been conducting nutritional microbiome research on a business trip. What was supposed to be nothing more than a simple, relaxing drive in the countryside had turned into a drive through hell itself. Lightning started striking the ground all around us, making an awful exploding sound, as if God himself had cracked a whip right next to my ears. My children were screaming and crying in the back seat, begging me, "Daddy, I'm scared. Please make it stop." That's when I saw it. Through the pitch black and pouring rain appeared a pair of blinding headlights as they were barreling straight towards me. There was no time to react. I hit the brakes as fast as I could, and in my mind, I prayed, "Dear God, please don't let this be the end. Please, not with my children in the back seat." That's when it happened. A major, life-threatening crash. The next thing I knew, I was in a hospital with tubes stuck in me, hooked up to all these beeping machines. I could tell I was badly injured, and my vision was blurry. The first thing I asked the nurse was, "Are my children all right? Where are my children?" She comforted me and said they were just fine and waiting in the next room over. Then the doctor came in. "Hello, I'm Dr. Hayes. You're very lucky to be alive. In fact, we found that one of your main arteries was over 80% blocked. We're surprised you didn't have a heart attack in that car accident. Don't worry, everything is going to be okay, but I think I need to share something with you. Samuel, you have very high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and chronic inflammation in your body. All of your lab tests came back, and the results are off the charts in the wrong direction. Samuel, you need to make some big changes in your life if you want to be around for your children. Otherwise, you could have a sudden heart attack and die." I couldn't believe it. Here I was thinking that I almost died in a car accident. It turns out that getting into a car accident during a massive thunderstorm wasn't the most life-threatening thing to ever happen to me. It was my internal health, and I was clueless about it. I knew I was 30 pounds overweight, even though I thought I was eating healthy. Then I started thinking about my children. What if something happens to me again before being able to see my kids grow up? I was devastated just by the mere thought of it. I knew my life had to change. The next several days while I lay in that hospital room, I thought about what I needed to do in order to change my life for the better. This was serious life and death decision making. As I was sitting there, running through solutions in my head, Dr. Hayes walked back into my hospital room before heading home for the night and handed me an old leather briefcase. "What's this?" I asked. He just stood there over my bed with a very stern, serious look. It was one of those looks that cause you to go completely silent because you know something important is about to happen. "Samuel," he said, looking at me, "I shouldn't be doing this, but I feel as though I have to. I'm tired of seeing this happen over and over and over again." At this point, I was very confused. He continued on. "I've been working in this hospital for 12 years, and not a single week has gone by where someone did not walk in with symptoms similar to yours. At first, I would start to tell my patients how they could easily cure themselves if they just made a simple diet change. Yet, when my superiors caught on to what I was doing, they told me to stop or they would literally end my career. You see, Samuel, every other doctor that walks into this room is going to try to put you on some kind of expensive medication. They'll put you on one pill to lower your cholesterol, and another pill to lower your blood pressure, and another pill to thin your blood. And when you develop hypertension from all this, they'll give you another pill to ease your anxiety and another to help you sleep. However, these will only treat the symptoms and not the cause. And a few years down the road, Samuel, they'll tell you that you need expensive surgery. And after that surgery, they'll give you even more pills. This is not a solution." Dr. Hayes pointed to the leather briefcase he had just placed next to me and said, "Samuel, the contents inside this briefcase contain the secret solutions to balancing your gut health, increasing your metabolism, and losing weight. Majority of the physical problems of weight gain, high cholesterol, diabetes, and even so-called untreatable forms of cancer originate in the gut. A simple diet change will cure you of these sicknesses and force your body to maintain a healthy weight. I've written it all down and put it in that briefcase. Now I want you to have it if you'll just make me one promise. Promise me you'll share this information with the world." I was shocked and didn't know how to respond. Yet the intense look on Dr. Hayes' face told me that I had to take on this responsibility. I had to share this information with the world. So I looked him square in the eyes and promised him that I would do my best. Dr. Hayes summarized with, "These methodologies have been demonstrated to help lose unwanted fat, reduce inflammation, increase energy levels, boost metabolism, purge the body of toxins, build up sex drive, and improve overall happiness in the majority of people who have put this lean gut diet into practice. Now, I was ready to change the world and help millions of people lose weight with the lean gut diet. You see, like many of you, I was overweight and never could seem to lose that spare tire around my waist. That stubborn belly fat just wouldn't go away no matter how much I exercised. I even tried starving myself at one point and ended up gaining more weight in the end than I had lost. Once I implemented the lean gut diet, that all changed. Finally, I was able to lose my stubborn body fat in a short period of time. Here's a picture of me before the lean gut diet. And here's a picture of me just 7 weeks later. According to research from scientists at Oxford University and renowned Nobel laureates, billions of harmful bacteria live inside of your gut. This bad bacteria not only keeps you from losing weight, but it actually makes you gain weight, making you fatter and fatter. The only way to make it stop is to create an optimal balance between the bad bacteria and the good bacteria. If you don't take this gut balance seriously, then you are opening yourself up to many major health diseases, such as obesity, diabetes, and countless forms of cancer. I just wish I knew all of this information when I started gaining weight years ago. I could have saved so much money over the years instead of buying all these pills and so many impossible-to-follow diet plans. And what about the tens of thousands of dollars I spent on personal trainers and different fitness programs over the years with no results? Sometimes I just felt like a huge failure, and yet I was still determined to figure out the secret to losing weight. I spent hours researching and studying nutrition. I had to find a solution to my nightmare. I remember the moment like it was yesterday, when I was lying on the hospital bed hooked up to all these machines, scared to death that my children could grow up without a father. The emotion was overwhelming. Tears were streaming down my face with the knowledge that I was literally doomed if I didn't figure this out. I just wanted to see my children graduate from high school and go on to college and start their own families. I remember my youngest daughter holding my hand as I was lying in the hospital bed saying, "Daddy, I said a prayer for you and asked God to save you. I asked for a miracle." That's when Dr. Hayes appeared again and began to explain what was really happening to me. "Samuel, what you are experiencing is a gut imbalance within your GI tract." He said that there are billions of bacteria that help our body perform and function as it should. However, there are two primary types of bacteria in the gut. For the sake of simplicity, I'll just call this good bacteria and bad bacteria. In order to live a healthy life with a lean body, you need to keep your bad bacteria at around 20% and to keep the good bacteria at around 80%. This is called the 80-20 rule. You see, the good bacteria is there to keep you safe and prevent you from having any internal attacks by nasty viruses, toxins, and chemicals. The good bacteria also helps keep the bad bacteria under control by preventing it from feasting on unhealthy foods that result in extra fat storage, which then leads to excess weight gain. If the bad bacteria in your gut grows beyond 20%, you begin to crave unhealthy foods and experience inflammation that leads to unnecessary belly fat while accelerating your weight gain. Your body starts to build up gas, bloat, and accumulate poorly digested food. You automatically start to experience a lack of energy, which leads to depression, and the all-too-familiar downward spiral begins and continues to get worse and worse until it's often too late. The reason behind this is that the bad bacteria in your stomach thrives off of sugar, which is included in almost 90% of all foods, even foods you would never imagine sugar to be in, such as meat and low-fat products. By feeding on sugar, this bad bacteria starts to grow exponentially. This begins to stress out your gut balance as the good bacteria decreases by being eaten and overwhelmed by the bad bacteria. This leads to people getting fatter and fatter over time, and it's a very sad situation to be in. Believe me, I know. To make matters even worse, the vast majority of people have no idea what is happening inside their gut and all the damage being caused to it. Studies have shown that over 90% of the population struggles with weight loss because they simply don't understand what is taking place internally within their bodies. Is it starting to make sense why obesity has become a worldwide epidemic and continues to only get worse and worse each year? On top of this, we live in a Western culture where stress levels are incredibly high. You see, every time you get stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol that produces incredible inflammation and leads to rapid weight gain. Cortisol is your fight or flight hormone, and it's produced when you experience any kind of anxiety or tension, such as depressed moods from feeling overweight, to money issues, to marital problems, to just getting angry because you're stuck in traffic, or because John from accounting keeps trying to bother you at your desk. Mix this in with the fact that most of us sit down up to 8 hours a day and get our foods from restaurants and fast food chains, and it creates the perfect storm of hypertension with cortisol flooding your body and bad gut bacteria overtaking your intestines. With all of this, what usually takes place is a lack of energy and a desire to eat more and more unhealthy foods, which creates imbalance and completely shuts down your body's ability to burn fat. When I learned about this, you should have seen my face. I was more shocked than I was when I saw those two headlights barreling toward me in the middle of that nightmare storm. That's when I realized how significant that old leather briefcase was and the secrets it contained. So for the next several days, I pored over the information while lying there on the hospital bed. I studied every single piece of information and realized this is the secret solution to losing weight. I could not wait to share it with the world. Dr. Hayes reminded me that many of the all-natural herbs and minerals in the lean gut diet came from the healthiest countries in the world that had the highest life expectancy. Countries like China, Japan, India, and other Far East Asian nations. It all made sense to me. I had one of those aha moments. I was ready to get out of that hospital and on my journey to health and wellness and spread the word. However, before walking out of the hospital door, I asked about the other driver in the car accident. I suddenly realized that I had been so concerned with myself, my children, and my own health that I never found out what happened to the other driver. The doctors informed me that she was in critical condition and in very bad shape. My heart sank. I asked them what happened exactly. They said that she didn't have her seatbelt on at the time of the accident and that she had been thrown through the windshield. The thing is, she did have an actual heart attack in the process. She was also traveling with her children, who were thankfully secured and buckled up in the back seat. I felt as though I was looking into an alternate universe. What happened to the other driver is exactly what could have happened to me and almost did. I immediately turned around with my children in hand and asked to see her. I pleaded with the doctors to let me talk to her. I told them I might be able to help. As I quietly walked into her room, I introduced myself. In a barely audible voice, she told me her name, Jennifer Link. And just like that, as if fate decided, I had my very first client. From that day forward, life would change for the both of us. Jennifer was a 42-year-old woman on holiday with her husband and 3 kids, traveling down the same country roads I was. She was 50 pounds overweight and feeling very depressed. Jennifer and her husband were at the local county fair earlier the day of the accident. When she got on an amusement ride at the fair, she realized she couldn't fit the seatbelt around her belly. The ride operator told her she would have to wait on the platform. Her kids could go, her husband could go, but not her. She felt incredibly depressed and upset as she watched her family having fun without her. She had become so big that she couldn't even participate in their lives. After the ride was over, her husband seemed disappointed. "All right," he said, "let's just go back to the hotel." Before they left, her husband went to the restroom. She heard a sound come from her purse and reached in to check her cell phone. No messages. Then she remembered that her husband asked her to hold his phone before the ride and that she had put it in her purse. As she pulled it out, she saw a message from someone named Sarah. It said, "Thinking about you. I miss you. When are you coming back to the States?" She began panicking. Her knees weakened while feeling a dull pain in her chest. She was sick to her stomach and her body trembled with fear and anxiety. She was losing her husband right before her eyes, and worse, perhaps her family too. She thought the pain she felt in her chest was just heartache. Little did she know then it was the start of something much worse. Without even thinking, Jennifer decided to grab her children, get into the rental car, and drive back to the hotel without her husband. A few short minutes later, all hell would break loose and the storm of the century descended upon the English countryside. Just like at the country fair, Jennifer could not comfortably get the seatbelt around her waist and, in her frustration, simply decided not to wear it. As she drove, tears were gushing from her eyes as she frantically drove toward the hotel. That drive put her on a fateful collision course with me. A terrible, almost deadly crash that in an ironic twist of destiny would end up saving both our lives. It was almost as if God was watching down on us that day. Although I wish we had met under different circumstances. One thing's for certain, we wouldn't have been jolted into reality quite as dramatically. Now, here I was, looking at Jennifer, a woman in the most desperate state of affairs. I decided right then and there that I would make it my life's mission to save people's lives with the lean gut diet. This is why I'm here. This is my purpose. I said, Jennifer, I have something that I must share with you. It is going to save your life. It contains the secret formula to losing weight and getting your body back on track. It's called the lean gut diet. This is Jennifer's story. Jennifer was a typical 42-year-old woman living in the good old US of A. She was a wife and a mother of 3, worked a part-time job to help with the bills, exercised regularly by walking and jogging, and ate what she thought was a healthy diet. Yet she found herself putting on more and more weight each time she had another child, and the weight just wouldn't come off. As the needle on the scale slowly crept upwards, she began noticing some other symptoms as well. But she shook it off as her being tired and run down from her job and her responsibilities as a mother. Yet it wasn't her children or her job that was running her down. It was her body having to work so incredibly hard to repair itself and clear itself of all the toxins and chemicals and bad bacteria that had set up camp in her gut. Jennifer had another secret. Despite the fact that she had a caring husband, healthy children, and a beautiful home, Jennifer was battling intense episodes of depression that left her wishing she could sleep her days away. She honestly wished she could just crawl inside a hole and never have to see another person again, even her own children. To top it all off, she also couldn't seem to get rid of the red and scaly rash that had made its way up her back, arms, face, and belly. She had tried creams and oils, but nothing helped. She went to several dermatologists and even tried some prescription-strength medications to get rid of it, but none of them worked. She was told to get used to it, and that it would be something she would have to deal with for the rest of her life. At this point, Jennifer was feeling sad, embarrassed, fatigued, stressed out, and sick. Her work suffered, her children suffered, and her husband especially suffered. Who was this woman she had become? Where was the young, beautiful, vivacious version he had married? Was she really gone forever? Was that really what her life had come to? These were the questions Jennifer asked me when I decided to sit down with her and help. I realized that Jennifer had been eating foods that were not only processed imitation foods like low-calorie, ready-to-go freezer meals, but that she was also feeding her bad bacteria at almost every meal. No wonder she felt like such a mess. I started her on the lean gut diet slowly to help her adjust to her body transformation. Sometimes depression can make it hard to change too quickly, but within a week, she said it was like someone had lifted a veil from over her eyes, and she could see the light once again. Within just 2 weeks, she no longer felt foggy-headed at all. The rash on her skin was gone. She had lost 10 pounds. Her energy skyrocketed. Within a short period of time, she had lost so much weight that she could fit into her ideal dress size. After completing the Lean Gut Diet program, Jennifer was completely a new and transformed person. In fact, she felt better than she ever had in her entire life. Her relationship improved so much that her husband never got another text from that strange woman, and their sex lives exploded like it had when they first got married. She called me one day to tell me about her progress and ended up giving me a tearful thank you for literally saving her life. It was because of people like Jennifer that I decided to share this information with the world, and if Jennifer and me can get our lives back, so can you. By the way, Jennifer has lost so many inches off her body that she's able to fit into her wedding dress again. Now, I'm going to share with you the same system I shared with Jennifer on that fateful day. The same system that Dr. Hayes shared with me. And I think it's important to mention that I've been trying to get this information out for years. I have approached publications like Women's Health, Men's Health, Shape, Fitness, and more. I've approached health gurus who I thought would absolutely demand to make this information known. After all, saving lives is what they are all about. One thing became very clear. I would need to do everything on my own. The Lean Gut Diet is the ultimate blueprint for you to follow if you want to experience serious weight loss, burn fat, and boost your sex drive. The guide is so comprehensive and so complete that it provides you details on dozens of the most powerful herbs and minerals you must add to your diet right now if you want to burn fat and rejuvenate your body. Everything you need to know about regenerating damaged cells, balancing gut bacteria, reversing the aging process, and turning back the clock 10 years in just a short period of time is all included in the Lean Gut Diet. In fact, it even plans out all your meals so you don't have to put an ounce of thought into it. Inside, I've provided information on all the supposed health foods and vegetables that are secretly destroying your health and forcing you to be fat. I've provided detailed body-boosting smoothie recipes to enhance your youthful qualities while absolutely flushing out toxins, heavy metals, and free radicals, and added the exact steps to restoring your eating cycles and boosting your metabolism. And I didn't stop there. You see, I broke the system down into 3 simple phases. Phase 1 is the beginning. You won't have to restrict your calories at all. In fact, you'll learn why eating more will help you lose more, and why eating less doesn't actually work. You'll learn about the 5 foods you should never eat when restoring your gut health. You'll discover the easy-to-make and delicious Eliminator Elixir. You will discover the one thing you must always avoid when eating fruits and veggies. Phase 2 allows you to add even more delicious carbs into your diet, and is all about helping you restore your gut health with good bacteria, so it can finally balance back to the ideal 80% good and 20% bad bacteria. You'll find out about the 7 probiotic foods that make a super healthy body that, if eaten regularly, will easily balance out your gut bacteria. Phase 3 is all about your mental health, so that you can reduce the stress hormone cortisol, which is a huge contributor to stubborn belly fat, anxiety, depression, and hypertension. In this phase, you will read about 3 simple rules that manage cortisol and kick your fat-burning metabolism into full gear. Not only that, you'll be able to break up with the gym for good and finally understand the 3 biggest exercise mistakes most people make in their lives. I've compiled step-by-step outlines of herbs and minerals and when you need to consume them throughout the day. All of this is presented in a simple, step-by-step system, along with easy-to-understand explanations behind the science. It is important to understand that this isn't about a quick fix. The Lean Gut Diet provides you the tools and knowledge you need to achieve optimal fat loss and health levels in a way that works best for you, allowing you to keep the weight off and maintain results. You'll also be introduced to the technically based 5-5-5 program. This amazingly easy and short exercise program is based on research done by the McMaster University in Canada. This research, that was later verified by other institutions, shows that even a few minutes of exercise, performed in the way our 5-5-5 program outlines, produces molecular changes within the body comparable to those of several hours of running or bike riding. And you'll also discover the 2 magical herbs that you should absolutely, positively be consuming on a daily basis, and how to balance it all together. The great thing about this system is that it's not exclusive to people who are looking to lose weight. Even if you're at a healthy weight, this system is going to restore your body to balance. There are many people out there who are known as skinny fat, and this is a really dangerous place to be because many of these skinny fat people have no idea their body is in terrible shape and that they are metabolically obese. Basically, this means that even though they may not look so bad, their body internally on a metabolic level is having the same problems as someone who is morbidly obese. So, even if you think you don't need to lose weight, this system is going to benefit you immensely. The Lean Gut Diet is truly one of a kind. Nothing else in the world has all the right tools you need to quickly lose weight and turn your life around with such mind-blowing, full-body transformation, even if you're severely ill like Jennifer was. And look, you could keep falling for all those intense exercise programs out there, which will kill your joints. You may even want to starve yourself by eating those insanely tiny portions recommended by the majority of the commercial diet programs, whose only goal it is to make you substitute real food for their shakes, which are full of sugar, preservatives, and other harmful chemicals. These diets rarely provide any tangible result and wreak total havoc on your body. Or you could go and use Weight Watchers. All any of this is going to do is throw your body into starvation mode, which means that any food you actually do eat is immediately going to be stored away as fat. You've been down that road. You know where it leads. It's an endless cycle that causes nothing but pain and heartache and more unwanted body fat. If all those products had worked, you would have been able to lose weight and live a healthy life with them already, and you probably wouldn't be watching this presentation. However, I'm thrilled to tell you that the buck stops here. And in the next few minutes, you'll be able to use the amazing secrets in the Lean Gut Diet yourself. These are the same secrets that led to the astonishing transformations of Jennifer, many others, and myself. Unlike all those expensive, time-consuming, joint-killing programs out there, you will not be subjected to strict rules. With the Lean Gut Diet, you won't have to starve yourself. You won't have to spend your day hungry and in a constant state of battle with your own willpower. and you won't have to pop any dangerous pills, and you won't have to spend time at the gym. All you have to do is follow the simple system, which is biologically and nutritionally based. The great thing is you can actually put more of the food you like into your diet, like carbs, while still getting all the fat-burning results and optimal health you deserve. Now, because of all the research and work behind the lean gut diet, we thought very seriously about charging $297 when bringing this system to market. The reason we thought this was a fair price is because, compared to what you would spend for a year's worth of doctor's visits or prescription medication or even health insurance premiums, or, when it really comes down to it, just 3 measly sessions with a trainer, this price is absolutely nothing, especially considering that you wouldn't have to keep seeing doctors, taking pills, or paying for expensive training memberships. I'm certain that once you access the lean gut diet and learn about the secret herbs and nutrients you need to boost your metabolism, and learn about the simple 3-phase process that will allow you to combat obesity and reduce the risk of many types of diseases, that you'll think $297 is worth it, to say the least. Of course, there are all the benefits that simply can't be measured in money, such as the value of knowing that you will be able to see your children and their children for decades to come. Now, wouldn't you say $297 is a steal for that type of transformation in your life? After all, you can't really put a price on a brand new you. In fact, many people have told me I could and should be charging a lot more. They say, "Samuel, you could be rich with this system. People would pay you thousands of dollars for these secrets. What the heck are you thinking?" I just tell them that, for me, it's not about the money. This system literally saved my life, Jennifer's life, and countless other people's lives. And Dr. Hayes didn't say, "Samuel, please go out in the world and make yourself rich." He said, go out and spread the word so that people could get out of the endless cycle of being fat, tired, and nearly dead. He told me to make sure that hospitals, like the one he worked at, lost patients, not gained them. The only way I can make sure that this system gets into the most hands as possible is to make it easily accessible. That's why, in order to continually fulfill my promise to Dr. Hayes, you're not going to pay anywhere near $297 for the lean gut diet today. In fact, you won't even have to pay $179 or $99, which is less than the cost of 2 personal training sessions or P90X or a 2-month gym membership. When you make a commitment to the lean gut diet today, you're making a commitment to literally saving your life and transforming your body and mind to finally attain the physique and vitality you had 10, 20, 30, or even 40 years ago. All I ask is for you to help me in my effort to spread the word about the lean gut diet and to keep my promise to Dr. Hayes. All this requires is a modest financial contribution of $59. Now, I understand you're probably excited to get started. I just have one more very important thing to tell you before you do. And trust me, you're going to love it. Today, I'm not going to allow access to the lean gut diet at the significantly discounted price of $59. Right now, I'm going to allow immediate access to everything for a one-time secure payment of $39. All you have to do is click the button below. You'll be taken to a secure page that looks like this, where you will be given full access to the lean gut diet, including the 3 phases to ultimate lean gut health, secrets to serious weight loss, mental mantras to keep fat-storing stress hormones out of your system, the 3 biggest exercise mistakes and how to avoid them, the only workout regimen you'll ever need, the 5-5-5 routine, the ultimate sex drive booster, and the must-have magic herbs to consume on a daily basis, plus tons more. You can gain access to all of this delivered straight to your desktop, tablet, or mobile device. It's just 20 seconds away. All you need to do is click the button below to get started. And listen, I understand if you're still feeling hesitant. This is one of the most important, impactful decisions you'll ever make in your entire life. That's why I want to offer you one more thing. I call this my 100% money-back personal guarantee. Basically, I will let you use the lean gut diet for a full 60 days risk-free. In the unlikely case that you don't absolutely love the results you're getting using the lean gut diet, all you have to do is send an email to this address, support@leangutdiet.com, within the next 60 days, and I'll completely refund every penny, no questions asked. That's the level of confidence I have that you will see amazing results. I'm taking all the risk here, and you're getting all the rewards. So, click the button below now to gain full access to the lean gut diet and take advantage of this amazing offer. Now, imagine for a moment waking up just a few weeks from now. You open your eyes slowly to notice that you've awakened before your alarm went off. Whereas, just a few weeks earlier, you would stumble out of your bed and slowly make your way to the coffee pot with aching joints in your body, riddled with inflammation and distress. But now, you spring out of bed, awake, and you're ready to conquer the world. As you go to the bathroom to brush your teeth and begin your morning routine, you notice that something's different. Those tired, dark circles under your eyes are gone. That gray, bland skin has given way to a bright, youthful glow. Your eyes have a greater glimmer. You feel happy and excited to start the day instead of just wanting to crawl back in bed and forget everything. You notice something else as well. Your belly is now firm and flat. You step on the scale to notice you are actually losing a lot of weight. You smile with great joy. As you start to get dressed for the day, you encounter a problem. It's probably one of the best problems you've ever had. You suddenly notice that there is nothing to wear. Not because you have a lack of clothing, but because everything is too big. You have to go shopping for smaller sizes, which is something you haven't done in years, maybe even decades. As you get to work, your coworkers and friends keep remarking on how good and different you look. Some ask if you got your hair cut, or if you bought a new outfit. Others ask if you've been going to the gym. Everyone notices something different about you, but they can't quite put their finger on it. You just seem younger, more attractive, and magnetic. After a full day of work, you run errands and find that your mind is sharp and clear. There's no foggy-headed feeling at all. You come home, make dinner, eat, and get ready for bed. As you get under the covers, you find that it's easy to fall asleep. You're not plagued by stress or anxiety or worry. You just drift peacefully off to start another energetic day tomorrow. I'm about to conclude this presentation, so you only have a few more moments to take advantage of this risk-free opportunity and fully access the lean gut diet. Act now and click the button below. You could leave this page and tell yourself that you'll sleep on it and make a decision tomorrow. That's fine, but ask yourself, what is going to change? Are you going to keep going on this endless cycle of failed diet programs, half-baked workout regimens, and all the depression and feelings of anxiety that come with them? Are you going to keep dealing with that sluggish feeling, those aching joints, those massive headaches, those sleepless nights, and the depression? Without the lean gut diet, how do you expect to mend your damaged cells, balance the bacteria in your gut, and stop the ticking time bomb that is your current state of health? Look, clicking away is not a solution. Waiting is not a solution. The only true solution is to take action now. Take advantage of this amazing offer and get the lean gut diet today and click the button below. Don't hesitate. Try the system out for 60 days absolutely risk-free. Click the button below and I'll see you on the inside. Hey, are you still there? Okay, so maybe you have some questions before making your final decision, and that's absolutely fine. I'll take this opportunity to answer some frequently asked questions I get. Question: does this system require me to purchase a lot of expensive foods and supplements? Answer: absolutely not. In fact, this system is going to help you save money on shopping. You see, a lot of people out there have no idea what they're really spending on food. Even if you just get that Starbucks in the morning and that mid-afternoon snack from the vending machine and eat off the dollar menu at McDonald's, or even if you shop in the discount food section at the store, you're still paying more money per month on food than if you were to utilize the foods found in the lean gut diet. The reason is simple. Most of those foods are filled with what's called empty calories. They have a bunch of calories, but barely any nutritional value, which leaves you feeling hungry. So even if you don't spend a lot on each food item, you're buying more of each food item. With the foods and supplements you purchase in order to follow this easy program, you may be paying more per food item, but you'll be eating far less as your body will be satisfied. You won't be snacking, craving sodas, getting 400-calorie coffee concoctions, and so on. And you will actually be saving money every month. So, in addition to losing weight, you'll be gaining money in your bank account. Question: I'm a vegetarian. Can I still do the program? Answer: absolutely. This program is highly adaptable, and even if you're a vegetarian, you'll be able to gain all the benefits. Question: I have celiac disease or lactose intolerance. Can I still do it? Answer: yes, you can. This system is easy to follow and will fit right in with your current dietary standards, and you'll still be able to see all the amazing results in the same short amount of time. Question: what causes the cycle of losing a little weight and always going back to my old out-of-shape self? Answer: it really comes down to your mental state. Physical fitness is only about 20% of the real battle. The rest is mental. All fitness is essentially 80% mental. This is called the 80-20 rule. Gyms and personal trainers only provide a temporary solution, but never address the actual issue. That's why the lean gut diet starts off by answering your why, conditioning you mentally, and ensuring you stay on a clear mental state throughout the entire process and beyond. Question: can you explain how the minerals, nutrients, and smoothies in your program actually help me? You even said I can eat more carbs. How does that work? Answer: as I mentioned throughout this presentation, much of the foods believed to be healthiest are the ones that actually slow down your metabolism. This terrible thing happens because these foods lack key nutrients and enzymes that destroy fat and get rid of toxins. These so-called healthy foods also trigger high levels of inflammation, which lead to major fat storage within the body. The lean gut diet reverses inflammation and restores your fat-burning metabolism back to health. Question: how can I access the lean gut diet program? Answer: as soon as you click the button below, you'll be redirected to a simple and secure checkout page. All you need to do is enter your details and press submit. That's it. Then you'll have instant access to the lean gut diet, where you'll be able to view all the materials included in the program on your computer or mobile device. You can even download and print out as many copies as you want. Question: can you tell me about the guarantee one more time? I want to make sure I understand it. Answer: no problem. You get to try the lean gut diet risk-free with 100% access for 60 days. If at any time during that 60 days you decide you want your money back, I will refund it, no questions asked. All you need to do is email this address, support@leangutdiet.com, and you'll get every dime back. Question: okay, I'm ready. What's the next step? Answer: just click the button below and gain access to the entire lean gut diet, completely risk-free with our 60-day money-back guarantee. You have absolutely nothing to lose except all that extra weight. Remember, we are in this together.